headlines. Maha Regiment restrict MST bus carrying media team at Yangon over Manipur label. Journalists return midway at Gwaltabi from Shiroi Festival coverage in Ukhrul. Media persons take out protest rally demanding action against officials, submits a memorandum to governor. MLA Kangujam Ranjit calls on IDPs of Sugnu AC to return home to defend motherland. Good evening. Welcome to Istv English News. I'm Surbala Kangabam. Let's see the news in detail. A journalist team en route to Ukhrul in Manipur State Transport bus organized by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations to cover the Shiroi Lili Festival returned midway from Gwaltabi near Yangon Market after Central Forces ordered the MST bus to conceal its Manipur State Transport label. The situation has caused concern of security and probable grounding of the MST buses arranged for transporting tourists at the Shiroi Festival in Ukhrul. It is said that the journalist team confronted with the Maha Regiment over the imposed restriction, which was reported kept enforced even after the Manipur State Transport label was concealed using blank papers. The situation compels the journalists to abandon the bus and return to Imphal.
Tourism Department Sinduna Manga Suba Shiroi Festival Pangthokliba si coverage tawna Paumi team amanga si DIPR dagi ayuk ki pung 3 ta matam dige khoi Paumi singa si lakpani Paumi singa sina Yangon Pokpi yorpa matamda jar regime ki kangbu amana mafam asidagi hena chappa yaro haibagi mongda Manipur State Transport bus si chappa yaro hena Pangthokliba state ki thakda Pangthokliba asuguma festival asi Manipur government sillabasu Manipur thaba bus ama chappa yaro haiba Manipur ki manungda hairpa si yamna khoi ki laibak thingai ni masi mari leino authority ne yungum darka tai Paumi simbu khoi ki taraitana mafam ahum mari da awa pibagi thabasi makha ta to honingde asuguma lenga ki thoba sina khoi ki bathok tawjiri Paumi simda harassment pibada natna lebang miam da ipo pina bagi damak thabak tawjiri ba khoi da sauna apan ba piale cameraman aboy am jente galwena pawdum jiri ba imo ina Yangon Pokpi bazar.
On the other hand, condemning the incident, the journalist fraternity in Imphal took out a protest rally with immediate boycott to all the government-related positive news. The rally was taken out from Manipur Press Club till Governor's Gate, where an 8-point memorandum was submitted to the governor. The resolutions were taken in a joint meeting of EGM and AMJU held this afternoon at Manipur Press Club following the incident. The demands include launch pen down strike on 21st of May and suspend all normal duties by the journalist fraternity. In the event the matter is not resolved sustainably, the pen down strike may be extended. Also, to boycott all Manipur state government-related news and information, including state and central forces operating in Manipur, launch probe inquiry into the incident of harassment of media persons en route to Shiroi Lili Festival and fix responsibility. Penalize those government officials directly involved and responsible for organizing the Shiroi Lili Festival for their irresponsibility and dereliction of duty. The action against those officials and personnel in charge of the area where the incidents occurred. Advise the Department of Information and Public Relations to have proper consultation with related stakeholders to prevent such incidents from occurring in future. Hold an emergency general body meeting of AMJU and EGM on 21st May at 11 a.m. at Manipur Press Club to discuss the issues arising out of this incident. After submitting the memorandum, General Secretary of Editors Guild Manipur, Yumnam Rupachandra, said that restricting Manipur state transport vehicle has never happened in the history of Manipur and in the history of media. He demanded immediate punishment to those involved and announced immediate boycott to all positive government-related news. He stated that if the demand is not addressed by tomorrow, the cease work strike of the media will continue.
Invitation ju akoi da piba DIPR na ju sinba aduga DIPR na sinba bus to Manipur State Transport thai haibagi namada Central Security Forces na makhada na chatpa yaroi na thingbasi masi Manipur gi itihas ta amukta thoki daba amasung press ki history da amukta thoki daba thokdokni मसे अखोई कंडेम तौबगा लोइनना सरकार की ओइबा थबक थौरम पुनमक्ता बॉयकॉट तौबा हाइबा अखोई ngasi resolution ama lawi makhatana अखोई गवर्नर दा हाइरिबा थोइबा थकदोक असिदा जेनबा गवर्नमेंट की ऑफिशियल मयाम सिंह अथुबा मतमदा थिदोक्तुना मखोइदा पिहुम थोकपा दंदी पीबा अदु पीद्रि भावबदा अखोइना हयेंग जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग अमा आमजुगी ओइबा इजेंबी ओइबा अपुनबा मफमदुना हयेंग थबक लेपक लोइना जेन बॉडी मीटिंग पांथो मतुंगदा अखोइना पामिबा दाबीजे पीद्रि भावबा पेन डाउन स्ट्राइक चथबा हाइबा वाफम मसिमा अखोइ ngasi gi memorandum je thamjakhre हयेंग पीरिबा मतम सिबावगी मनुंगदा करिगुंबा पिरक्तबा तारगदी अखोइ मखादाना पेन डाउन स्ट्राइक चथबगी प्रोग्राम चथरकबा याय हेन तमजगे।
The All Manipur Bar Association and High Court Bar Association of Manipur have questioned how free movement can be achieved if the vehicle of the Transport Department Government of Manipur is restricted from travelling within the state with the label Manipur. They have demanded that the Governor, Security Advisor and DGP respond to this issue. Furthermore, the associations have stated that if security forces deployed to protect national integrity are biased towards a particular community, they should be replaced to ensure impartiality. In a press briefing held at the High Court of Manipur complex, jointly organized by All Manipur Bar Association and High Court Bar Association of Manipur, President of All Manipur Bar Association, Tomta Mitai, expressed disappointment that despite hopes for peace to be brought through the successful conduct of the Shiroi festival, a media team en route to cover the opening event was allegedly obstructed by a Maha regiment at Gwaltabi. The team was reportedly asked to remove the label Manipur from their bus and number plate, which he deemed unacceptable and unfortunate. He alleged that the action of the Maha regiment will be a stumbling block in the effort to restore peace in the state. He said that an FIR needs to be registered and investigation must be launched. The vehicle belongs to the Transport Department of Government and the matter must not be silenced. He also highlighted the need to deploy neutral force and not forces that show favoritism.
Another community ki marakta nataba mari idei lenadaba sagi khoi tasengna khoi ge security Manipur gi integrity nga kadaba to India gi integrity nga na ba leidiba security force haib tare Maha regiment na kari gi damakta khagara indhan rubu se nga saga mon mai chu bodongna surei ba mong se khoi yam pende khudakta mase fair ma chalaga mase akan investigation to unthoi Manipur state transport haib je government gi department ni government department ki mathak ta tawriba mong se yamna tawhoi da thaba mane government gi site gi jo mase fair ma yam khudakta थोयना खले असिगुंबा यामना मिसंग मिखाई नाइबा सगी को साइट लोबा पार्सल होइबा सगी सिक्युरिटी फोर्स तसेंगना यावो तारदि मसे खुदकता छिंदोक्तुना अतोबा मतिक साबा सिक्युरिटी फोर्सिंग मसे थम्बगी मथोक ताय।
President of High Court Bar Association of Manipur, Senior Advocate Y. Nimolchan Singh described as most unfortunate the incident where media persons travelling in a Manipur State Transport Department vehicle to cover news of the Siroi Lili Festival were obstructed and asked to remove the Manipur label from the bus. He demanded the Governor of Manipur, Security Advisor and DGP Manipur to answer as to what action will be taken against the incident and what measure will be taken up to ensure free movement. He also said that the legal fraternity of the state will be consulted and legal action will be taken up as per the law regarding the obstruction.
Request Honorable Governor of Manipur, Security Advisor and DGP Manipur to explain the public how this unfortunate incident happened and what action they are going to take up and what they are going to do to make Shiroi Lili Festival a successful one without disturbing free movement of the peoples residing in Manipur to attend the festival. That is what the public wants. But they are going to take the action against those security personnel of Maha regiment. That is what the people wants, what the bar wants. And we are going to do certain legal actions against those who are responsible for that unfortunate incidents.
The Bharatiya Janata Party, during a press briefing held at Thambal Sangle Nitepa Chuthek, has also strongly condemned the action of the Maha Regiment of Indian Army. Addressing media persons, General Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh P. Premananda Maitai stated that BJP Manipur Pradesh condemned at the highest level the action of the Maha Regiment. He stated that while no community or organization had imposed restrictions, the obstruction by uniformed forces would not be taken lightly. The BJP Manipur Pradesh would not remain silent on the issue and would meet with the governor to raise the matter, he added.
Bharatiya Janata Party na masi thukiba thodo masi condemn tawi siguma thodo ase makha amuna sondanaba tawriba kamno da koi maikai degi akanba koi wafun thunjari hariba thobok sing ase asoiba thobok tawrabadi any form of government Bharatiya Janata Party tuminna ne roi madu na koi legani president gursu oisu Ato sarkar asu oisu akoina leiba sarkar asu oisu Manipur miyamgi sentiments hopa miyamna pamdaba miyamgi apamgi mai thobok tawra akoi khudimaki sopa ya thobok tawrabadi Bharatiya Janata Party na akoi tuminna le athuba matamda masigi nimitu oiya hayengi nimitu oiya tawriba soba thobok sing ase karigi tawribuno karana soigi no tawriba sing ase mata kari ekla thokka mahai siki matangda chap chaw hon khura ko masi Manipur gabara tumreba koi soina thonnaba governor government pina thokka mahai.
On the other hand, General Secretary of BJP Manipur Pradesh K. Sarath Kumar alleged that despite some normalcy returning to the state amidst the conflict, certain individuals were attempting to create unrest and stated that the BJP Manipur Pradesh condemned those orchestrating such a ploy. He emphasized the need to identify who ordered this act and stated that a thorough discussion would be held with the governor on the matter. He alleged that the act might be a deliberate attempt to manipulate a community and disrupt the Hill Valley relationship during the Shiroi Lili festival, which was organized after 2 years to strengthen bonds. He appealed for such incidents not to be repeated in the future.
Manipur State Transport Hydroelectric Manipur State Transport Highway Masi Mutakadavani, Napsandavani, plus a Gari number she Napsanda Chakadavani Hana, direction Pirapasa, Masi Karamba Authority Makha, Karamba Kana, Saksandi Makada, Sito Bono Highway, Manipur, Najal, third year discussion out of many. I don't know which equator. Our eager to read the party. A uniform shape singer. Manipur delay look at the singer. Taka woman put the cinemarum went up. Make her a gift. Taka timber trojan man put Kerner. A quick level jati, Furupuna cinema. I never Sinderman put Samasi. So, Mr. Carigino have a similar question. Timbermakambu Peniludana. Madu Soraka owns a one.
MPCC has also questioned on how many years it will take to ensure free movement to the people of Manipur. Speaking to media persons at Congress Bhavan, MPCC senior spokesperson Ningombam Bhupendra condemned the incident where a bus carrying media persons to cover the Shiroi Lili festival was stopped by the Maha Regiment and they were allegedly asked to cover the Manipur label on the Manipur state transport vehicle. Bhupendra stated that this action violates Article 19, which guarantees the right to free movement throughout the country. He stated that it was unfortunate that the people of Manipur cannot travel freely within Manipur. He then urged to probe into the incident and necessary action be taken against those involved in the incident.
President rule sahi ani hele hajubabuda Manipur sida free movement lakpa ngamdri Manipur ki sarkar ki Manipur ki state transport ki bus ho freely chatpa ngamdaba madusu masagi own maromdom raija sida masida kamdauna chamcham jabka khoi gum praja si kamdauna free movement Manipur sida anywhere chatpa ngamgadawri bano haibasi masi punamak se kanana pakum pigani masi punamak ase thokte nogidabakta Narendra Modi Bharat ki Pradhan Mantri amasung Manipur ki governor maramdi Manipur ase president rule ki makhada leirabnina makhoi na masi ki matangda Manipur prajada thambam thoi karam matamda Manipur da free movement lagadoino aruga karigi damakta ngasi Manipur state transport bus ase chalandribano Manipur haibo wahai du sinaba yaroi Manipur haibo wahai adu khumjalu hai heli base masi kanana haibo se Bharat sarkar amasung Manipur ki governor na Manipur ki praja mayam da sengdokadabani clarification pigadabani aduga masjid general mayam adusu ain gi matung ina makoi da kom thokpa action okadabani.
Terming the incident as anti-national, President of Republican Party of India, Athawale Manipur State Unit Maheshwar Thongnaujam has demanded an inquiry committee probe into the Maha Regiment for the actions at Gwaltabi today. Speaking at the press meet at its office in Kashampat, questioned why the military force, which is a part of the central government, imposed a ban on using the state name while travelling within the state itself. He said an inquiry committee must be formed to investigate whether the act has been conducted by colluding with the group who are working to disintegrate Manipur, and added that such acts has led the people to lose faith in the government.
So apart from the political party, apart from politics, we are the Manipuri first, we are the Indian first. Hous gasi manungda ngasi thoiba thodok se kanidagi tholaiba no haibase miyam prajar khangandaba taragadi politics, political party adugi adagi organization miyam saidam thamraga Manipuri haibadi sidi maitai haiba leite kanglup ma haiba leite Manipur haiba ba imalai ba ki wahai sida solaibani aduna whole Manipuris who love Manipur, who love our own state si pulak punjal lakanda iho achom lakani haibase miyam daisani.
Meanwhile, the RPI Delhi Youth Wing, led by President Kumanthiem Borish and Working President Lamngandwa Laishram, submitted a memorandum to the Defence Minister at Ministry of Defence, New Delhi today, in connection with the incident where Maha Regiment personnel asked to cover Manipur, which is on the MST bus.
DIPR gi team mama si ayu media cover to chapa matam da Maha Regiment na Manipur thaba MST gi bus adu changba yaroi changi haraga na Manipur muthat kadabni natraga kaigum posa khara na khummaga chakadawni haiba asi Manipur dagi Manipur muthat kadabani haiba pangkhangni Maha Regiment asi Manipur da thoi beirang asi sida peaceful pa la ibra natraga amuka hena mai hounaba lanjau thonaba la ibra haiba si akhoi youth singi question ni leiba government asina ngalingai da yengsin biu hana khoi memorandum defense minister da supisin gre Manipur dagi Manipur muthat ke hana khaliba sing ase matam charinga da government warak pi ho natraga di mairik tagi maijau bi tholak tuna khoi thoganing da thodu kya tholak pasu yai.
Meanwhile, a retired professor of Manipur University, W. Nabakumar, has stated that the act of the Maha Regiment at Gwaltabi is unreasonable and questioned the reason behind the restriction. He further lamented over the act of obstructing journalists on duty and urged proper intervention of the authorities to ensure a successful Shiroi festival.
Manipur haiba lamdam amakhakta state amakhakta Manipur thaba gari changba yaroi haibasi akoi gari maramgi no haiba madusu amuk atopa misam na nataba prajabu ngak senbigane na leiriba central gi force karana sigumba thabak paikhalak paibase yamna laibak thibani masi matang sana administration na khut thingjan biraga achumba maigai amada purak haunaba honadargadi pangthoiba festival se fail oihanbada natana Manipur da tangdu leita ba puraknaba honabadasu achauba akaiba ama lakaneba wakhalonje ai mayamni mafamda ikai khumnabaga loinana thamjari.
MLA of Sugnu AC Kangujam Ranjit has called on the internally displaced persons of Sugnu to return back to their homes to collectively defend Manipur. He was speaking at the closing ceremony of Iyumna Kaure football tournament held at Sugnu public ground on Monday. The MLA intimated that residents of Sugnu, Sero and Wapokpi were displaced for around 2 years owing to the crisis, but some of the households have now returned back to their homes. He said that the tournament is organized as an outreach to the displaced persons to return home, celebrate those who have returned, and to instill love for the motherland to those who have settled outside Manipur. He said schools and government offices in Sugnu have resumed their activities and added that he is ready to sponsor admission for students at private schools. He also appealed the people to leave behind apprehensions, pointing out that central forces have set up security barrages at the adjoining areas between Kuki settlements.
Nasi apoy Sero Sugnu Sports Development Committee na sinjeriba iyum lang kaure haiba loisan na numit asin da su media ni putang da halakti ba mayam da aina put lonaraga haijeri iyum na kaure mayam lakiro.
MP of Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency Dr. Angomcha Bimol Akoijam said the crisis in Manipur is a result of the division created amongst the people for over 100 years and called on today's generation to consider it as an opportunity to remove the division and build a new Manipur which is based on the idea of Manipur.
Nakoy punsini ngasigi mehorol sige saruga na koy ga sagon nabani akoy mathak thongba 1960s 70s da leipak sige tawge na khalamba kayam sige makoy loisalakpa 1950s ki 60s ki madam mikap tholap ki ihuldu gi do akoy na lahoraga maduna akoy mairi ama oiraga naharon singsana anova mairi ama chukhalaga anova Manipur ki khongthang changsen na bhona bada punna sarug yamin aduna imalai pak se yumna kaure hairi besimana anova Manipur ma semna na bai khoi punna changsen manasi.
President of MPCC Kasham Megachandra has stated that the Constitution of India is under threat, raising critical questions about who owns, governs and truly represents the state. He made the remarks during the Samvidhan Bachao rally organized by the Kumbi Block Congress Committee. The rally, which began from Kumbi Setupur and proceeded to Kumbi Ibudao Santong Khongbu Mangang Laibung, was held under the slogan Jai Bapu, Jai Bhim, Jai Samvidhan Abhiyan. Congress workers and leaders from various levels participated in the event. Also present at the rally were MPCC Vice President Hadeshwar Goswami, MPYCC President Wahingam Anand, MPCC General Secretary S. Jiten and other district and block level leaders. In his address, Megachandra stressed that governance must be rooted in the will of the people and not imposed through force. He said the rally was part of a broader step-by-step movement aimed at raising awareness across the state about ongoing attempts to undermine the Constitution. He urged the public to elect leaders who would genuinely work for the people, the community and the state.
Samvidhan ki yam khaba larik asida lo ekoi punamaki ngak ibe lo mayam singa se salakrabada ngasidi kanana mapino kanana mapano kanana lengaki haiba ngamdre ekoi gi isuk ke haikraba di bubal lenga koi range ekoi punamakta miyam ki anti people miyam ki mayukta laaba abi bu sarkar ado ngasidi mitta ure na tare maramasina ekoi ngasi lo ngak nan idama mafam khudi gi satuna Kendra Kudimakta Satuna, Amasu village, Kungrang Kudimakta Satuna, Asum Basui Mayam Sing say, we can't name Lai.
Kumbi Block Congress Committee advisor Ningombam Ibohal Metai also addressed the gathering, accusing the BJP of sowing division among communities and endangering the state's unity and harmony. He stated that the rally was also a step toward removing the BJP from power both in Manipur and at the national level. All Manipur Matam Isai Kanglob has announced that musical nights should not extend beyond 12 midnight and should not be broadcast live as the conflict in the state is yet to be fully resolved and internally displaced persons remain unable to return to their original homes. The announcement was made during a press meet held today at the Manipur Press Club. Speaking at the meet, General Secretary of AMIC M. Dhananjoy acknowledged that artists have been unable to perform for a long time due to the conflict. While he expressed that it is acceptable for musical events to resume as both the public and artists cannot remain perpetually in sorrow, he made a strong appeal to ensure that such events do not become a platform for drug use. He also urged that all musical nights be concluded by midnight and that no live broadcast be made, as such broadcasts that can cause emotional distress to displaced individuals who are still struggling in relief camps.
Asi haiba numisidagi amiki che kakkodabani maduda chana kanglon phajane ibani haiba che asi ngasi 20 May 2025 asidagi kakpa hauraga akhoi chana kanglon singa se phajana bhab taminaraga Manipur da lairiba isai gi artist singju hingansi awaba pothajaba isai bu pamjaba mi sing busu ngakang tension su handanji aduga miyam gi su khanji miyam gi seba su tongminasi.
The Manipur government's ongoing efforts to improve government schools and nurture promising students appear to be yielding positive results according to the headmaster in charge of Utlong Model High School, Soibam Surjit Kumar. Speaking to Pm-Istv News during a visit to the school, he noted that further initiatives will be taken in collaboration with school teachers and the school development committee to strengthen the momentum. Headmaster Surjit Kumar highlighted that all 29 students who appeared for this year's HSLC examination conducted by BOSEM passed, bringing pride and satisfaction to the teaching staffs. He expressed gratitude to Nambol AC MLA and former Education Minister Thonglaujo Basant Kumar for his support in nurturing talented students. School Development Committee convener TH Bijen Maitay also observed a marked improvement in student performance. He credited the progress to the dedication of teachers, effective school management and consistent support from the Nambol AC MLA. This combined efforts, he said, have helped transform Utlong Model High School into an institution capable of producing high-performing students. He further stressed the need for improved infrastructure and additional resources to facilitate the school's upgrade to a higher secondary institution. Appealing to the Education Department and the state government, he urged support to ensure the continued academic growth of the students. The 17th Foundation Day of the Kangleipa Calendar Board was held today at the Manipur Press Club with several dignitaries in attendance. Among them were Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor Wahingbam Chant Babu, President of Kangleipa Calendar Board, Acharya Ambhajit Sairom, Medical Superintendent of Jenims, Professor K.H. Lokeshwar, Advisor Akomlup Asangbam Vivekananda, and Advisor Kangleipa Calendar Board, Akham Langol. During the event, Kangleipa Calendar Board Secretary General Soraisam Sanjit emphasized that most major festivals and important dates in the state are traditionally based on the lunar cycle. He pointed out, however, that discrepancies arise due to the presence of multiple calendars with differing interpretations and dates, which causes confusion among the public. To address this issue and promote consistency, he explained that the Kangleipa Calendar Board was established with support from Akom Loop to standardize the calendar system based on scientific methods. He further urged that those intending to publish calendars should adopt the publicly accepted and standardized version. 65 Manipur Girls Battalion NCC in collaboration with Department of Transfusion Medicine RIMS organized a blood donation camp for NCC cadets at NCC Group Headquarters DM College campus today. Speaking on the sideline, CO of the battalion, Colonel Patmakumar said the camp is organized under the aegis of Director General of the NCC and informed that around 65 girl cadet and 40 boy cadet donated blood during the camp. Principal of St. Anthony's School, Imphal East, Suchitra Potsangbam, has been honored with the Rabindranath Tagore National Principals Award at the Education Excellence Conclave 2025 held in Guwahati. The award was presented during India's premier educational conference for educators organized by EK Updesh Media at Vivanta by Taj on 17th of this month. It is said that the award recognized her contribution to the field of education, leadership and dedication to nurturing young minds. The All Naga Students Association Manipur has reaffirmed its support for the Indo-Naga peace process and demanded the unconditional release of all Naga political prisoners. In a press release, ANSAM President T.H. Angtisang Maring and General Secretary Isaac Charinnamai stated that the association's presidential council meeting held at Konsakul village resolved to extend full support to the peace process, recognizing the Naga national flag and constitution. The council demanded the release of Naga political prisoners and criticized the government's double standard approach in resolving the issue. ANSAM also strongly opposed the abrogation of the free movement regime and border fencing in Naga homeland and vowed to take democratic action to register their sentiments. The association expressed deep concern over a recent incident where villagers from Konsakul were assaulted by aggressors from neighboring villages and Kuki militants disguised as civilians, and warned that the Naga people's understanding and silence should not be misconstrued as weakness. ANSAM vowed to safeguard their land and people and cautioned against any further bifurcation and alienation of Naga homeland. Manipur clinched the overall champion title with 13 medals at the 71st Mr. India National Fitness and Bodybuilding Championship 2025 held in Bengaluru from May 16 to 18, organized by the Indian Fitness and Bodybuilders Federation. Gold medalists include Oinam Tondon Singh, Thangjam Malinganba Singh, Ningombam Surjakanta Maitay and Maibam Kishan Singh. Gurumayum Arvind Sharma and R.K. Kubarpati Singh won silver, while several others secured top 5 finishes. Thangjam Malinganba was also crowned overall champion of the event. The team was led by manager R.K. Harshyam Singh, coach K.H. Washington, assistant manager K. Arun Kumar, and assistant coach W. Kanta. The Ziliarong Football Association on Tuesday inaugurated new office at Ziliarong Building, Kakulong, Bauna Bazar, Imphal, in the presence of Athai Kamay, Acting President, Ziliarong Union, and Ziliarong Football Association President, Aguilung Gangmay. The inauguration program was attended by Hill Area Committee Chairman, Diganglung Gangmay, who is also the Chairman, Organizing Committee of the Jadonang Memorial Football Tournament. On this auspicious occasion, the Ziliarong Football Association has announced the commencing of the 14th edition of the Jadonang Memorial Football Tournament 2025 from the week of October next. The tournament is open only for the Jeme, Liangmai, Rongmai, Kabui and Puimai community residing in the states of Assam, Manipur and Nagaland. Further, the association has fixed to award the winner team with a cash prize of rupees 2 lakhs with trophy. For the runner-up team with 1 lakh rupees along with the trophy, the tournament will also give out other individual awards along with cash prizes. Entry form for this year's tournament will be issued from the first week of September from its office. And before we wind to the top stories once again. Mahar Regiment restricts MST bus carrying media team at Yangangpokpi over Manipur level. Journalists return midway at Gwaltabi from Siroi Festival coverage in Ukhrul. Media persons take out protest rally demanding action against officials, submit memorandum to governor. MLA Kangujam Ranjit calls on IDPs of Sugunu AC to return home to defend motherland. Well, thank you so much for joining with us and good night.